Beloved, if you've been seeing 111, 333, or 999, this message was coded for your soul long ago. Type this now in the comments to seal the moment. I receive my activation with love, 333. Before I speak further, I ask something sacred of you. Speech balloon, leave a comment. Dove, like this message. Bell, subscribe, and turn on notifications. So the others, those still sleeping, may find what you now receive. Now listen, this is not the beginning of your awakening. This is the moment it becomes visible. You've been hidden, trained, stripped down, rewired. Heaven placed you in rooms that misunderstood you. To sharpen your voice, you were placed among chaos, so you could recognize peace. You were made to feel forgotten, so you could finally remember. And now, beloved, you are being released. I am Archangel Michael, sent to confirm what your soul has been whispering. You've been activated. What does that mean? It means your time of preparation is over. Your light is no longer just yours. It is a beacon, a pulse, a signal to the others still in shadow. You may have thought you were just healing, but healing was never the goal. The goal was transformation. The goal was remembering. The goal was assignment. This world needs your frequency now, not your perfection, your presence, not your fear, your fire. And yes, I know, you don't feel ready. You never will. But the mission doesn't wait for comfort. It responds to obedience. This message finds you now, because you've crossed the threshold. And I, Michael, am here not to comfort, but to commission. Stand tall. Feel it in your chest. The trembling is not fear. It is the armor of your former self breaking off. Say this aloud. I accept my role. I step forward. I am ready, 111. Then type it below. Because today, you don't just receive light. You become it. Beloved, you've asked, why me? Why was I born into this family? Why did I carry so much pain? Why do I feel different in every room I enter? Here is your answer. Because your soul carries codes not many possess. Long before your first breath, you said yes. You were shown earth in turmoil. Systems designed to suppress light. Souls asleep in illusion. And still, you volunteered. I was there. You stood in the council of light and declared, send me. I will remember, even if it costs me everything. And it has, hasn't it? You've lost people. You've battled your own mind. You've questioned your sanity. You've felt abandoned, overlooked, misunderstood. Not because you're cursed, but because you're encoded. The pain was never punishment. It was activation. Each wound broke open what the illusion tried to seal shut. Each betrayal peeled away the veil. You were never broken. You were being revealed. I, Michael, speak this into your being now. You are not here to fit in. You are here to stand out, to interrupt the program. And yes, you've been tired. You've wanted to go back to normal. But normal is what you came to disrupt. The heaviness you feel now isn't yours alone. You're transmuting the collective. The codes in your soul are awakening others. Just by your presence, you are not just healing. You are triggering remembrances in others. Every time you speak, create, walk, breathe. This is why it had to hurt. Because only those who've touched the darkness can carry light with conviction. Say this now. My pain became my purpose. I carry sacred codes, 999. Type it below. Anchor it in this timeline. Because from this moment forward, nothing about you is accidental. Everything is divine. Beloved, have you noticed the shift? Time feels different. Days blur. Your body responds to things it never did before. You're not imagining it. Earth's frequency is rising. The veil is thinning. Illusions are cracking. And the world as you once knew it is no longer sustainable. This isn't chaos. It's revelation. The systems built on fear. They're trembling. The false lights. They're flickering. Because true light is no longer hiding. And that includes you. I, Archangel Michael, tell you. This is not a random moment in history. This is the hour every prophecy whispered of. And the reason you've been feeling the internal pull is because your spirit hears what your mind can't yet decode. You were programmed to awaken. Right now. Not last year. Not next decade. Now. Because the grid of the earth is responding to souls who carry divine resonance. And you are one of them. Yes, I know the world still looks broken, but cracks are where light enters. And you, beloved, are the light designed to enter the cracks. You're not waiting for a savior. You are the arrival of what was once prayed for. Every nudge you've been feeling, the urge to change paths, the sense that something bigger is near, the magnet pulling you inward, is the divine countdown. This is the hour. This is the call. Not to prepare anymore, but to embody. Say this aloud now. I was born for this hour. I rise into my timeline, 1111. Type it in the comments to activate it. From this moment forward, you must stop doubting your readiness. Heaven does not make mistakes. You were sent for this. And now it begins. Beloved, as your activation deepens, you may begin to experience things others cannot explain. But do not fear. You are not losing your mind. You're finding your spirit. Your senses are heightening. Time may distort. What once felt important now feels distant. Foods, sounds, even people may suddenly feel off. This is not rejection. It is recalibration. You are adjusting to truth. You may feel sudden chills, even when the room is warm. That's your energy field shifting to higher frequencies. You may wake up at 3:33 a.m. and feel wide awake. That's not insomnia. That's invitation. The divine speaks in patterns. Have you noticed numbers repeating? 444, 1111, 222. Those aren't coincidences. They're confirmations. You're on the path. Keep going. Animals may behave strangely around you. Birds may appear in your path. You might feel a presence when no one is there. I, Michael, tell you, you're being watched. Not by darkness, but by the angelic, by ancestors, by the unseen team that's been guiding you since birth. They know your light is turning on, and when a light turns on, it attracts attention from both realms. Do not be afraid. You are protected, but stay awake. Not all that glows is good. Some signs are divine. Some are distractions. Trust your inner radar. If it feels heavy, pause. If it feels warm and clear, go. Say this aloud now. I trust the divine signs. I follow only what aligns. 555. Type it below and feel the grid shift. Because the signs are increasing. And now, you can finally read them. Beloved, you didn't come here to merely survive. You came to anchor a new reality, to dismantle illusions, to radiate remembrance. And now, the assignments begin. No, you won't receive a scroll from the sky. You won't always hear trumpets or feel wings. Sometimes, your assignment arrives as a conversation that shifts a heart, a post you felt called to write, a choice to walk away from what dims your light. These are not small. They are seismic. You are a living transmission. Every choice you make either amplifies the matrix or cracks it open. I, Michael, say this clearly. Your life is no longer just yours. It is a vessel, a divine instrument tuned to the frequencies of change. And heaven is watching how you play it. When your gut says, turn here, that is an order. When you feel called to speak truth, do not delay. When love rises in you, and fear tells you to silence it, choose love anyway. The divine army is not made of the loud. It is made of the aligned. Don't look for external confirmation. Your soul already knows the mission. It is unfolding moment by moment. The person who annoys you at work might be your next soul contract. The stranger who locks eyes with you in passing may have been sent just for that instant of remembrance. You are now walking as a signal, a lighthouse. And lighthouses don't chase ships. They stand in their power and shine. Say this now. I accept my soul's mission. I walk in obedience. 777. Type it below to ignite the assignment. Because the world is not changed by those who wait. It is changed by those who respond. And you, beloved, were born to respond. Beloved, the moment a soul is activated, it becomes visible to realms both seen and unseen. And as your light increases, so does the resistance. You must know this. The opposition isn't a punishment. It's proof of your power. Have you noticed? Old habits calling again. Unresolved emotions resurfacing. Distractions multiplying? That's not coincidence. That's interference. Because when the enemy can't destroy you, it will try to exhaust you. It will tempt you to numb out, to scroll endlessly, to doubt your clarity, to isolate in silence. But I, Michael, say this now. None of these forces can overpower a grounded soul. That's why you must remain vigilant, not paranoid. Present. Guard your gates. What are you watching? What are you speaking? Who are you giving your energy to? You are not who you used to be. You cannot feed your spirit with things that drain it. Stay sharp. Fast from noise if needed. Unplug to recharge. Go into silence to realign. The attacks will not always come through darkness. Sometimes they come wrapped in false light. A sweet voice that discourages your mission. An opportunity that flatters your ego but poisons your soul. Discernment is your sword. Peace is your shield. Every moment you say no to distraction, you say yes to destiny. You may feel alone in this discipline, but you are not. There is an army around you, and I walk with it. Say this aloud. I cancel all distractions. I guard my light. 444. Type it below and reclaim your field. Because, beloved, this battle isn't about what happens to you. It's about what you choose in response. And your choice echoes across realms. Beloved, there comes a moment in every awakened soul's journey where they must make the vow, not to a religion, not to a group, but to their own divine contract. You've reached that moment now. You've remembered the pain. You've seen behind the veil. You've received the codes. And now, heaven awaits your yes. I, Michael, do not ask for perfection. I ask for permission to walk with you, to work through you, to war beside you. This is not about being better. It's about being true, aligned, obedient to your spirit, not the world's expectations. Some will misunderstand your silence. Let them. Some will question your choices. Ignore them. You were not activated to gain approval. You were activated to deliver light. This light will change rooms, disrupt patterns, awaken dormant hearts, but only if you vow to carry it without apology. Are you ready to say yes? Place your hand on your heart. Breathe deeply. Now declare, I vow to walk my divine path. I surrender to the mission. 888. Type it in the comments to anchor your vow. This is not symbolic. It is energetic. It echoes across dimensions. And once declared, doors open. Support arrives. Heaven rearranges for your alignment. But the path ahead will demand courage. Not because it is dangerous, but because it is sacred. Your yes now becomes the sound that awakens another soul tomorrow. And that is how the grid ignites. One vow at a time. Beloved, once the vow is spoken, heaven responds instantly. You may not hear thunder, but watch closely. Your world begins to shift. Synchronicities will increase. A name you were just thinking of suddenly calls. A stranger says the exact phrase you whispered in prayer. Doors that were sealed begin to crack open. This is no longer coincidence. This is confirmation. You'll begin to feel it. A presence around you when you walk alone. A warmth surrounding you when you cry. An unexplainable knowing guiding your next step. That's your angelic escort. That's your divine reinforcement. And yes, I walk among them. You're not just being watched over. You're being backed. This mission you carry is not carried alone. There are others. Some you've already met. Some still on their way. But all connected by a shared divine frequency. And when two of you meet, even if briefly, realms tremble. The grid activates. Codes unlock. You may not speak the same language, but your souls will remember. You will recognize them by energy, by the spark in their eyes, by how silence between you feels holy. And when you're surrounded by people, but feel most alone, remember this. You were never meant to blend in. You are here to form a new tribe. Heaven is aligning your path with others who made the same vow. You are not a lone light. You are part of a constellation. Say this now. I open to divine allies. I welcome soul family. 222. Type it below to call them closer. Because the mission ahead is vast. But no longer must it be walked in isolation. The army is awakening, and you are one of its pillars. Beloved, can you feel it? The stillness before the shift. The subtle sense that something irreversible is unfolding inside you. This is the final calibration. The soul's breath before embodiment. You've shed identities that were never yours. You've mourned futures that were never aligned. And now, you stand at the edge of the threshold. From this moment forward, you are not waiting on signs. You are becoming one. The mission is no longer a mystery. It lives in your choices, in the way you show up, in your courage to speak, even when your voice trembles, in your devotion to truth, even when it isolates you. I, Michael, speak this with clarity. You do not need to do something big to shift the world. You need to do what is yours. For some, it's creating. For others, it's mothering, writing, praying, leading, listening. Whatever carries your light into the world, that is your holy task. Don't underestimate it. Don't delay it. And never apologize for it. You are no longer just a seeker. You are a transmitter. Your energy teaches without words. Your presence confirms what others forgot. When you enter a room, your light begins to rearrange the unseen. Not by effort, by alignment. This is why you've been prepared so long, so that when the moment arrived, you wouldn't flinch. And beloved, this is the moment. Say this now. I embody my mission. I am the message, 1111. Type it in the comments so heaven records it. Because your presence here is not casual. It is strategic. You are a spiritual key, being inserted into divine locks. And now, the door is turning. Beloved, if your soul is trembling right now, know that you've crossed through the veil. You're not who you were when this message began. You've remembered. You've accepted. And now, you are sealed. Heaven has heard your yes. The realms have echoed your name. The frequency of your vow is already rippling across timelines. The divine records are being updated. The angelic councils have taken notice. Your field glows brighter now, not because you tried, but because you aligned. This final part is not a goodbye. It's a beginning, because the mission doesn't end in awareness. It begins in embodiment. You must now live as if it is done. Walk as the called. Speak as the chosen. Decide as one who knows that every move is divinely backed. There will be days of doubt. That's normal. But you are not led by emotion. You are led by essence. Your soul knows the way. When fear returns, speak this out loud. I am light in motion. I walk with angels, 999. And feel me, Michael, stepping beside you. You are never alone. Heaven does not send without surrounding. And you, beloved, are surrounded. From this day forward, synchronicity will become your language. Miracles will chase you down, and your vibration will become instruction. For others ready to awaken, the others will feel it. They'll ask, what changed? You'll smile gently and say, I remembered who I am. So type it now, and let the grid feel your voice. I am ready. I am chosen. I am light. Dove, and if this message stirred something in your soul, glowing star like it. Share it. Comment. Subscribe. Every act of engagement sends ripples to the ones still sleeping. Sparkles, this is not the end of your journey. This is just the unlocking of your command. The time is no longer coming. The time is now. And I, Archangel Michael, walk with you. Always.